Chris, my boy, I've called you in for some crisis talks about what to do with this bloody speedway club.
Crisis, Dad? What crisis?
Oh, for crying out loud, boy. Get your head out of your ass and realize what is going on here.
So we are struggling a little. It won't be long before all the other teams crumble and we will climb the table.
Struggling a little. We've spent bloody thousands changing the track to stop people crashing, and shelled out for a decent number one, and we still can't do better than the Parksy Budges or bloody Lackside. The supporters that bother to come won't stop moaning, and we've got one calling himself the overseer trying to get fans to boycott meetings. How can you say we are struggling a little, you stupid boy? We are losing money faster than a Labour government.
It will be okay, Dad. You never know. If we make enough fuss, we may be able to convince the other teams to change the league format halfway through the season and have the top 9 qualify for the playoffs. That should bring the crowds back. As for the overseer, I wouldn't worry about him. I've heard he could not oversee a bad smell at the sewage plant. If we need more money, I could ask Sky for some overtime.
Of course we need more money. Don't ask Sky for some overtime, just ask them to bloody well turn up for a meeting here for once, instead of going to Pool or sodding Lackside every week. Ford and Douglas must be pissing themselves.
I'll do my best, Dad. In the meantime, I'll be on the lookout for some quality riders for you.
No thanks, boy. You may have been able to ride a bike, but as for spotting talent, you couldn't spot a plane at an airport. You told me Ollie Allen was going to be a great rider for us this season. He couldn't stay upright on a quad bike with stabilizers. I'll ask Mark Loram for advice. Meanwhile, you get back on a bike and start practicing. You could be riding again after all.
Sod that, Dad. I don't think my arm could stand up to it.
I couldn't give a shit if you need a robotic arm, so long as it brings the punters back through the turnstiles. Now stop moaning and start practicing.
Yes, Dad.